Dear viewers, welcome again to the analysis of Yoleno TV. In this analysis, we'd like to delve deep into the situation that is currently unfolding. But first, for those people who remember a video I did previously about Pastor Ezekiel's prophecy on a looming rebellion, then you'll want to agree with me that the analysis that I'm about to give in this video is something that is true. But first, for those who remember a video I did in September about Pastor Ezekiel's prophecy of a rebellion to Kenya Kwanza government, where I talked about the people who voted for William Samoei Ruto rebelling against the government because they were shortchanged. Check this video before we get deep into the analysis.
Serikali ya 2022 itaundwa na mahasla.
I think one of the few notable individuals who have always been die-hard supporters of William Samoei Ruto is Dr. EKURU AUKOT. Dr. EKURU AUKOT has never been on Raila Amolo Odinga's side ever since he threw his weight behind politics. He has never been on the same page with Raila Amolo Odinga. So EKURU AUKOT has weighed in on this perceived President William Ruto's millionaire CS nominees. The better part of this week, and probably, we've seen those nominees, declare their wealth, and none of them has appeared to be owning less than 20 million. Most of them are above 100. In fact, 99% are above 100 million, and there are some few individuals above billions, a billion mark. That's like you saw Mudavadi declaring 4 billion as to having his wealth. So Dr. EKURU AUKOT weighed in on the matter, and before I delve deep into the analysis of this perceived rebellion from EKURU AUKOT, I'd like to share with you a tweet from Dr. EKURU AUKOT. This is what Dr. EKURU AUKOT said in his Twitter handle. Kenyans, ask yourself what companies, what factories do these high net worth incoming CS have? What do they produce or sell? Considering the fact that no salary in Kenya with the cost of living can make you a billionaire. What's the source of their wealth? Lifestyle Audit ASAP. But as usual, the KOT members, Kenyans on Twitter, are always ready to give responses to any tweet that they find misplaced. Like I said, Dr. EKURU AUKOT has always been a die-hard supporter of William Samoei Ruto. The expectations from him is that he is supposed to support any move that the president makes. But there are some Twitter responses to the same. And one Twitter handler by the name Bala had to say something to Dr. EKURU AUKOT. This is what the Twitter handler said. Why should we think or audit the wealth of God-chosen leaders? That was a bit cryptic. Then there was a second response from Victor Munga. And this is what Victor Munga had to say in response to EKURU AUKOT's Twitter. He seems to have woken up from his dream. This is the team he supported all the way to power. Before I delve deep into that tweet, please take a moment and subscribe to Yoleno TV. The last response from Victor Munga said that this is a group that he supported. You remember when it was approaching the election date, I think a month or two before the election date, EKURU AUKOT decided to take Raila Amolo Odinga to court over, I think, academic qualifications and everything, and the move was try to bar Raila Amolo Odinga, and that was evident enough that he was not supporting Raila Amolo Odinga's presidency. Before we continue further, allow me to share with you some videos to support Dr. EKURU AUKOT's claims.
Serikali ya 2022 itaundwa na mahasla. Hawa mama mboga hawa, watu ya bodaboda hawa, wale wa kuuza kiosk, wale watu wa chini ndio wataunda serikali.
Okay, what is your financial net worth?
At about 4 billion shillings.
4 billion.
Yes, about 700 million.
51 million, let's say over 200 million.
392 million shillings.
544 million Kenya shillings.
950,000.
950
million.
Kenya shillings.
100 million.
It's 482 million 200.
There is 750 million shillings.
550 million Kenya shillings.
156 million Kenya shillings.
Approximately 80 million.
8 or 80?
80.
80.
80, Mr. Chairman.
About 101 million, composed of a townhouse that I own in Syokimau.
Around 1.2 billion.
1.2 billion.
Yes.
645 million, Chairman.
645 million net worth.
590 million, Honorable.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. EKURU AUKOT started off by doubting the source of wealth for those nominated CSs. That is the first move that we see from Dr. EKURU AUKOT, a move that is a symbol that, or a sign that he is not supporting the move of William Samoei Ruto. But truth be told, in 2017, EKURU AUKOT, when Raila Amolo Odinga, after successfully contesting the elections in court, and that which saw Maraga's led team nullify the election unanimously, there was a call for a re-election to be conducted, and Chebukati and his team had to plan for that re-election, of which Chebukati did. But Raila Amolo Odinga decided that he was not going to vie, because some of the things that were raised in the claims that they raised were not taken into consideration. Now, according to him, there was no need to vie again, because the same results will be produced. And mind you, the court process is a very expensive affair, and that Raila Amolo Odinga knew that if he went to elections with the same things in place, then the same results will be announced. So Raila Amolo Odinga decided to boycott these elections, and mind you, after boycotting the elections, there was plan to have only Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta contest. But EKURU AUKOT decided to spoil that plan by making sure that he was in the ballot. So that is the reason why the election had to be to go on as planned. EKURU AUKOT is, to me, a watermelon. That's what I can refer to him. When I think about leaders who are considered as watermelons, then EKURU is one of them. Because why did he decide to support Raila Amolo Odinga? Because the justice that Raila Amolo Odinga was craving for or fighting for was one that everybody, literally, 3/4 of the Kenyan population knew about. So this sudden move by EKURU AUKOT to distance himself from William Ruto's move is a bit shocking, but one of the first indicators that Pastor Ezekiel talked about rebellion, and that rebellion will come from within, and that is the first indicator. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll like to rest my case there, but please take a moment and post your comments below the comment section there. We'd like to know what you think about EKURU AUKOT's sudden move. Kindly subscribe to our channel, give us a like, hit the notification bell so that every time we upload a video, you'll also become the first person to get notified. And as usual, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed.